It's something you may have known all along. Simple, yes, but its power? Truly remarkable. 7 evening habits that secretly increase blood pressure in older adults. Have you ever wondered why your blood pressure seems a little higher in the evenings, even when you think you've had a calm day? Well, tonight we're uncovering 7 surprising evening habits that secretly push your blood pressure up, sometimes without you even noticing. By the end of this video, you'll not only know what those habits are, but you'll also walk away with one powerful, practical tip that could change the way you feel tomorrow morning. You might already know it. It might even seem basic, but the results are out of this world. Now, I want you to imagine this. You're winding down for the night, maybe sipping tea, maybe watching your favorite show, and suddenly your body is working harder than you realize. Your heart is under pressure, quietly, consistently. These aren't big, dramatic moments. These are small, everyday actions, but together they can add up. And for older adults, especially those of us in our 60s, 70s, and beyond, these habits matter more than ever. So if you're ready to protect your heart, improve your sleep, and even feel more energetic during the day, stick with me until the very end, because the 7th habit is the one almost no one talks about, and it might just surprise you the most. Habit 1, heavy evening meals. Let's start with the first evening habit, eating heavy meals too close to bedtime. Picture this. You've had a long day, you finally sit down, and dinner feels like comfort. Maybe it's pasta, maybe it's something fried, maybe just a big plate of food because you didn't eat much earlier. It feels good at the moment, right? But here's the truth, your body doesn't rest when you eat heavy late at night. Instead, your digestive system goes into overdrive, and that pushes your blood pressure up. Now, what's really surprising is that this doesn't only affect your stomach. Your heart has to pump harder, your blood vessels tighten, and for older adults, this can quietly set the stage for restless sleep and even morning spikes in blood pressure. I know it feels harmless, especially if you've done it for years, but over time, the stress it puts on your body builds up. Here's a little shift you can try. Keep evening meals lighter. Think soups, salads, or lean protein. Your body digests them more gently, and your heart thanks you for it. You'll notice better sleep, lighter mornings, and a calmer heartbeat. Habit 2, too much screen time before bed. Now let's talk about screens. Television, tablets, phones. It feels relaxing, right? You're catching up on the news, scrolling through photos, or maybe watching a favorite show. But here's the hidden problem. That bright blue light sends signals to your brain, stay awake, stay alert. Your body thinks it's daytime, and instead of winding down, your nervous system revs up. For older adults, this means your blood pressure stays elevated when it should be gently falling. Your heart doesn't get the rest it needs, and your sleep gets shallower. Over time, this adds up to more fatigue and, yes, higher blood pressure readings at the doctor's office. You don't have to give up your evening entertainment completely, but here's a trick. Try cutting screens 30 to 60 minutes before bed. Replace that with soft music, a book, or even light stretching. You'll feel calmer, and your body will start preparing for real rest. It might sound small. It might even feel like common sense. But when you give your brain that break, Your heart rate and blood pressure naturally come down. And the results? Truly out of this world. Habit 3. Too much evening caffeine. Coffee after dinner? A cup of strong tea while watching TV? Or maybe even a little bit of chocolate? Believe it or not, these all contain caffeine. And for many people over 60, caffeine lingers in the body far longer than we realize. What does that mean? It keeps your nervous system switched on. Your blood vessels tighten, your pulse stays just a little bit faster, and instead of drifting into sleep, your body is working overtime. Now here's where it gets tricky. Sometimes caffeine doesn't make you feel wide awake. You might still fall asleep, but deep down, your body is restless. Your heart keeps pumping harder. Your blood pressure stays higher through the night, and you wake up feeling heavy, tired, or even headaches. So what's the fix? Shift caffeine earlier in the day. Keep mornings and maybe early afternoons for your coffee or tea, but once evening comes, choose herbal teas, water, or warm milk instead. It seems simple, almost basic, but when your body finally rests at night, your blood pressure quietly lowers too. Over weeks, this adds up to more energy, steadier mornings, and a healthier heart. Before I move on, I want to pause for just a moment. If you're still watching with me right now, that tells me you care about your health and you're serious about protecting your heart. And I'd love to know, are you finding this helpful so far? If you are, just type 1 in the comments below. It's a small way to let me know you're here, listening and learning with me. And trust me, when you engage like that, it actually tells YouTube to share this message with even more people who might need it. So type a simple 1 and let's keep going, because the next few habits might surprise you even more. Habit 4. Skipping hydration in the evening. Here's one many people overlook: not drinking enough water in the evening. Now, I know what you're thinking. If I drink too much, I'll be up all night running to the bathroom. And that's a real concern. But there's a balance. When you don't hydrate enough, your blood actually gets a little thicker, making your heart work harder to push it through your veins. That raises your blood pressure. Especially as we age, our sense of thirst dulls. We might not even notice we're dehydrated, but our body feels it. Fatigue, dry mouth, headaches. Those are little signals. And yes, dehydration is a silent blood pressure booster. Here's a tip. A small glass of water about an hour before bed can do wonders. Just enough to keep your blood flowing smoothly, but not so much that you're waking up every hour. Add a slice of lemon if you like. It refreshes your body, helps your heart, and sets you up for calmer, steadier nights. Habit 5. Late night arguments or stressful conversations. One of the most overlooked blood pressure triggers. Arguments or stressful talks late in the evening. Maybe it's with a spouse, a family member, or even worrying alone in your thoughts. Stress hormones like cortisol and adrenaline surge. Your heart rate climbs, your blood vessels tighten, and your blood pressure rises quickly, sometimes for hours afterward. Now, here's the thing. Those emotions don't just disappear when you go to bed. They sit with you, raising your heart's workload while you're trying to sleep. And for older adults, that's a recipe for restless nights and early morning spikes. So what can you do? Try setting a boundary. No heavy conversations within 2 hours of bedtime. If something needs to be said, save it for the morning when your mind is clearer. Replace those late-night worries with calming rituals, like writing your thoughts down in a journal or practicing a few minutes of deep breathing. You'll notice your evenings feel lighter, your sleep deeper, and your heart calmer. Habit 6. Alcohol as a sleep aid. Many people believe a nightcap helps them relax and fall asleep. And yes, alcohol can make you drowsy. But here's the catch. Once you're asleep, alcohol actually disrupts your natural sleep cycles. Your body doesn't fully rest. Your nervous system stays more active, and your blood pressure doesn't dip the way it should overnight. Over time, those late-night drinks add up to higher average blood pressure. They also increase the risk of irregular heart rhythms, which become more common as we age. And here's the part many people don't realize. Alcohol dehydrates you. That's a double stress on your body. Less fluid for your blood to flow easily, and more pressure on your heart to keep things moving. If you enjoy a drink, try shifting it earlier in the evening and limit it to small amounts. Better yet, replace it with calming teas or sparkling water with lemon. Your heart will rest easier, your mornings will feel fresher, and your blood pressure will thank you. Habit 7. Lack of evening relaxation rituals. This brings us to habit number 7, and it may surprise you. It's not something you're doing, it's something you're not doing. And that's giving your body and mind a real chance to unwind before bed. Think about it. After decades of working hard, raising families, managing responsibilities, many older adults don't realize their bodies still crave a rhythm of winding down. Without a calming ritual, your nervous system stays alert, your heart keeps working, and your blood pressure stays higher than it needs to be. Simple rituals make a difference. Gentle stretching, deep breathing, prayer, listening to soft music, reading a book with dim lighting. These signal your body it's safe to rest now. And when your nervous system relaxes, your blood pressure follows. You might already know this. It might sound basic, but the results truly are out of this world. Try it tonight. Just 10 to 15 minutes of calm before sleep, and your heart will reward you with steadier nights and lighter mornings. We've just walked through 7 evening habits that can secretly raise your blood pressure. Heavy meals, screens, caffeine, poor hydration, stress, alcohol, and lack of relaxation. Do they sound familiar? Maybe you've done some of these for years without realizing their effect. But here's the encouraging part. Small changes in the evening can have big payoffs in your mornings. Lower blood pressure, deeper sleep, more energy, and most importantly, a healthier heart to carry you into your next chapter of your life with strength and peace. Remember, our bodies are resilient. Even in our 60s, 70s, and 80s, we can teach them new habits. It's never too late to give your heart the gift of calm evenings. And trust me, when you do, the results feel almost magical. If you've made it this far into the video, you're clearly committed to your health, and I love that about you. Would you do me a little favor? Type another 1 in the comments if you're still with me. It helps me know these videos are reaching real people just like you. And while you're typing, think about this. What's one evening habit you could shift tonight? Because awareness is the first step, but action is what changes your tomorrow. The hidden danger of overthinking at night. Here's a bonus habit we haven't touched on yet. Lying in bed overthinking. You know those nights you're replaying conversations, worrying about tomorrow, or just letting your mind spin. It feels harmless because you're not moving, But mentally, your body reacts as if it's under stress. Heart rate rises, blood vessels tighten, blood pressure climbs. Over time, this pattern teaches your body to associate bedtime with stress instead of rest. And for older adults, that's a recipe for restless nights and early morning spikes. So what can you do? A simple worry journal. Before bed, write down the thoughts circling in your mind. Give them a place to live outside your head. Tell yourself you'll revisit them tomorrow if needed. That act of release signals your body you're safe, you can rest. And your blood pressure gently lowers as your mind lets go. Gentle movement before sleep. One more powerful way to reset your evenings is light movement. Not exercise, not a workout, just gentle stretching, walking slowly around the house, or doing simple mobility moves. Why? Because movement helps your body release tension and improve circulation. When blood flows more freely, your heart doesn't have to fight so hard, and your blood pressure naturally comes down. Now, this doesn't have to take long. 5 to 10 minutes is enough. Think of it as telling your muscles, your joints, your whole body, you've worked today. Now you can relax. And when your body hears that message, your heart responds with calm, steady beats.
The role of breathing. Do you know what's more powerful than many medications when it comes to calming your body? Breathing. Not shallow breathing, but deep, slow, intentional breaths. Breathing through your nose, filling your belly, and exhaling longer than you inhale. This activates the rest and digest system in your body. Your heart slows down. Your blood vessels relax. Your blood pressure drops. And here's the beautiful part. You can do it anywhere, anytime, at no cost. Try just 3 to 5 minutes of deep breathing before bed. You might feel silly at first, but your body will respond quickly. And once you feel that wave of calm, you'll realize it works better than almost anything else. The connection between sleep and blood pressure. Here's something doctors often emphasize. Blood pressure is supposed to dip naturally while you sleep. It's like giving your heart a nightly vacation. But if your evenings are filled with stress, caffeine, alcohol, or heavy food, that dip doesn't happen. Your heart never gets its full rest. And here's the result: higher morning readings, more fatigue, and greater strain on your body over time. That's why these evening habits are so important. When you fix your evenings, you fix your nights. And when you fix your nights, your blood pressure finds its natural rhythm again. If this video has opened your eyes and you want to protect your health for years to come, I have a simple request. Type 2 in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this video. Why? Because when you engage, not only do you help yourself remember these habits, but you also help others find this life-changing information. Imagine how many people in their 60s, 70s, and 80s could avoid unnecessary heart problems just by making these small shifts. Let's spread the word together. The optimal method. Now let's talk about the single most powerful evening method to lower blood pressure, a combined ritual of hydration, relaxation, and breathing. Here's how it works. 1 hour before bed, have a small glass of water, just enough to keep your blood flowing smoothly. Then spend 10 minutes doing light stretching or slow walking around your home. Finally, finish with 5 minutes of deep breathing. This simple 3-step ritual tells your body it's safe, it's calm, it's time to rest. It resets your nervous system, lowers stress hormones, and naturally brings blood pressure down. People who practice this regularly often wake up feeling lighter, clearer, and more energized. It might sound basic, but the results are out of this world. So let's bring this all together. We've uncovered 7 evening habits, plus a few extras that can quietly raise your blood pressure. But more importantly, you now have tools to replace them with healthier choices, like dinners, less screen time, calming rituals, hydration, breathing, movement, and above all, consistency. Remember, your heart is with you every moment of your life. Even in your 60s, 70s, and 80s, it responds to the care you give it. Tonight, you have a choice. Will you continue old patterns, or will you try just one small shift that could transform your health? Thank you so much for spending this time with me. If you found value here, please type 2 in the comments, subscribe, like, and share this with someone you love. Because when we take care of our evenings, we take care of our hearts. And that, my friend, is the best gift you can give yourself.